Isaac. But the other side of his family, that story is not so well known to people. But surely Ibrahim alayhi salam, peace be upon him, he was a messenger of God. And he was a pure person. He was an upright person. And he submitted to the will of God. He structured his life around the commandments given to him by the Creator. In part of his life, it is recorded that he went to an empty, desolate valley. And the valley was known as Mecca. And later on became known as Mecca. He settled in that valley with his wife Hajar and the sons Ismail or Ishmael. They settled in the valley, and Ishmael and Ibrahim built the house known as the Kaaba, the cubicle-shaped house. He built it for the worship of one God. He built it for the message that came through Ishaq, came through Isaac, and it came down in the children of Israel. For the worship of one God. His son Ishmael married from the Arab tribe of the south named Yearn. And from them sprang a family called Quraysh. And from the loins of this family came the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace and blessings be upon him. And so his family is part of the family tree of Ibrahim alayhi salam. His message was the same. The belief in one God. The belief in a hereafter, in a life after death. The belief that our actions in this life are not in vain. That if we do good, if we have patience, even under trials, that one day we will see the fruit of our labor. The belief that we should praise. We should express our feelings and our thanks to the Creator. The belief that we should fast. That we should not continue to fill ourselves and fill our bodies with food, but fast. And the belief that we should not live under oppression. These are some of the teachings that came to the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace and blessings be upon him. And it was the continuation of the message. And I believe that this beautiful brotherhood of prophets and their message is needed today. If Muhammad and Jesus and Moses were here tonight, I believe firmly they would embrace each other. They would not see each other as enemies, but they would embrace each other and know that they are part of one brotherhood who came representing the same Creator of the heavens and the earth. And so this theme is what is needed today. Some people will say, okay, but this religion, we don't need religion. Religion is what you do on the weekend. Okay, what do we do during the week? This is a misunderstanding of the term religion. That idea of religion that is against science. That idea that church is separated from the state. That when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. On Sunday, you submit to the Creator. On Saturday, you submit to the Creator. On Friday. And during the week, you do what you want to do. This concept is not the concept brought by the Prophet. The concept brought is that deen is a way of life. It is how you relate to your family. How your family relates to other families. How your community organizes itself politically, economically. How do you pray? How do you give your inheritance? How do you eat? What do you eat? All of these aspects of life are all part of the original message of deen, or a way of life which is all-encompassing. All-encompassing. And this way of life, this deen, I believe, we are sincerely in need of today. We are in need of people who have balance. One of the consistent factors or qualities you see in the prophets is that they were balanced people, not extremists in one direction or the other. In the Quran, it talks about ummatun wasafa. It talks about the middle nation. That those who submit to the Creator are a middle nation. And in this middle nation, We are not an extreme to one side or the other. For instance, when it comes to the relationship of men and women, some ways of life tell you, annihilate your desire, kill your desire, disregard your desire. Other ideologies or ways of life tell you, submit to your desire, do anything you like to do, be free, as they say. Do anything that comes to your mind. But the middle road of the prophet is that you realize that you have desires. We have desires to eat. We have sexual desires, but these should be put in the proper perspective. It should be fulfilled, but it should be fulfilled in a clean and wholesome way, in a way which is productive to society, which does not destroy society and which does not destroy the honor of the people in the society, not to degrade the woman, not to degrade children, but to raise up the quality of life and to be modest in our relationship between each other. This is the message of the prophet. It does not mean necessarily that we hide in a because we are living in this world. And those who are hiding in monasteries are finding problems today. Because the level of technology today, the level of communication today is such that everybody has to live with each other. Maybe in the past, you might have never had a chance to meet a person who is coming from a background like my background. I may have never had a chance to come this far. It might take me 2 or 3 months to get here before, some centuries ago. I had to live in a part of the world before I could even get here. But now with mass communication, with travel being done on such a high level, I'm able to come in a few hours, just fighting off my jet lag, but able to meet you and to talk with you and to experience with you, and then to return to my country in a matter of hours. So we are actually what you could call a global village. The one big village now. It's not me with my wall and my fortress looking over at you on your mountain with your wall and your fortress. Maybe we meet down in the valley and you make an agreement. Or maybe I might come over and attack your mountain. And then if I beat you, I'll take over your mountain for a few generations. And then you'll fight me back and then come and take my mountain over. That period of time, this is a backward mentality. What we need today are people who are looking for solutions to the future, who have tolerance of other people's beliefs, who have tolerance and understanding of other people's way of life, but who are honest with themselves. And when they see the message of the prophet, when they see the truth, that they respond to the truth, and that they are not restricted because of what their fathers did. They are not restricted because of what their race is known to do, or the people who speak their language are known to do. They are not restricted by their class, that we are upper class people and we cannot